What is up, friend and fellow anti-netter? Scott Shepard here, coming to you at a 10:11 a.m. And yesterday, I wrote out really the first kind of sequence of issue number 9 of the Scott Shepard letter, and of course, it's shaping up to be yet another good one. However, what I want to talk to you about today is an idea I had, I think, during my jog this morning, and the idea is this. The meta opportunity is bigger than the actual opportunity. And here's what I mean by this. I have a friend, and his name is Travis, and he is the co-founder of a company called Kajabi. And he has since exited Kajabi. However, he was the co-founder, the main guy. And it is a $2 billion company. They are a software as a service company that essentially serves as like the back end for helping you create digital courses. Now, I'm not shilling Kajabi. In fact, I highly recommend you do not sign up for Kajabi because there are other options today which I think are not only more economical and budget friendly, but also more feature packed. One of those opportunities is my own software platform called Greenlamp. However, I'm not going to shill Greenlamp today. What I do want to shill is some hardcore knowledge and a fascinating thing that Travis told me. And, Travis, he's the co-founder of a multi-billion-dollar company now. And he actually, he's a friend of mine, and he works actually only one door down from my office because we like to collaborate and just, shoot the breeze every once in a while. And it's good to, be around near another lone wolf entrepreneur, someone that's an independent writer, creator, and thinker. Anyway, Travis, the other day, this is maybe a month ago, he was reflecting back on all of the successful independent writers, creators, and thinkers and course creators that Kajabi had. And he observed that, bar none, the ones who actually attracted the most customers and generated the most revenue on the Kajabi platform were not people selling some service or some product. For instance, selling, he had one guy that, was teaching tennis lessons through an online video course, right? However, he did not make a ton of money through teaching tennis lessons online. This guy made money through teaching other tennis instructors how to make money and create a course teaching tennis. You see, it's not the opportunity that generated a ton of money. It's the meta opportunity. It's the teaching how to, make money doing X, right? And so it's like a second order operation. And it's not necessarily the opportunity itself, it's the meta opportunity that holds a lot of the value. That said, you can't just, jump into meta opportunity land because that's inauthentic. If you have not successfully made money selling something online as an independent writer, creator, or thinker, you have no credibility to just tell others and teach others how to do it. If you have not done it yourself, you have no credibility on teaching others how to do it, right? And also, the important thing about actually focusing on an opportunity and not to how to do an opportunity, right, is that it keeps you sharp and it keeps you plugged into the game and plugged into the market. So, for instance, I have my Earth Angel phenomenal girlfriend. She does really well selling digital prints online, meaning awesome things that you can, digital art that you can print out and put on your wall and put in frames. And she's also selling these awesome, beautifully designed dust bags, which are essentially bags that you put really nice, expensive purses in to sit-ins and prevents them from getting dusty, right? And, she's promoting and doing really well and promoting and growing her business through Pinterest, like Pinterest Lives and Pinterest, essentially posting on Pinterest. And she very sagely and sagaciously recognizes that there's a potentially even bigger opportunity in teaching other women how to, crush it and create a business, a niche side hustle business off of Pinterest. And so, how to become essentially a Pinterest princess, basically. So, even though her opportunity is in selling digital prints and dust bags, the meta opportunity is potentially even bigger. And the same thing goes for me in my business and like what I'm shifting into as you are seeing unfold firsthand yourself is, I've somehow, because I'm kind of attracted to challenge at this point in my career. And so, like 2 years ago, I was like, what if I could, I see the truth and the power of analog knowledge development, AKD, like writing by hand, note cards, and the Antinet Zettelkasten. What if I actually could create a movement out of this side hustle, out of this small fascination, out of this niche that doesn't even exist? Not one person was talking about, and taking seriously, creating an actual note card system and bringing that back into light. And as you've seen it unfold, I've created a movement around this that is then, essentially I've surfaced that and taken that movement into a business wherein I make multiple six figures a year, essentially living my dream and writing one thing a month as an independent writer, creator, thinker. And I have all the time freedom and the freedom that I want. And, while the opportunity was the analog Zettelkasten, aka Antinet Zettelkasten, right? That's the opportunity. However, what I have branched into and what I am now focused on is I want to teach others how to make, multiple six figures doing such a thing. I want to teach others how to make six figures writing one thing a month, spending just a day or two, however long you want to write one thing a month and make a multi six figure income. So I'm kind of jumping into not just the opportunity, but also the meta opportunity by teaching people how to actually have a successful life, making a comfortable living and a hell of an impact, writing one thing a month, making a multi six figure living. And, if I just jumped straight into, teaching people how to do that, I really would have zero credibility and, it would be inauthentic. And, people are smart, they're perceptive, they can tell, like if you, and it's funny is like you go on like YouTube, you see some YouTube ads, there's a lot of these kids that are like maybe like, 21, 24, and by a lot, I mean, there's like two. And, their entire career so far, like they've done pretty well, basically, essentially selling how-to information, yet they have like, the only way they've actually made money is by selling how-to information. They've skipped the underlying actual important part, which is how to actually make a six-figure living for yourself in a niche around a side hustle, and so I swear to watch, like in 2 years, 3 years, they are going to be doing something completely different. They have like business partners, they're going to split. I've seen it like 10 times before. I've seen it happen over and over again over the last like 15 years. And the reason is that, they start with the meta opportunity by teaching the meta opportunity instead of actually going through the slog and the hard work and of actually, having success in the opportunity itself. It would be as if I didn't write a book on the Antinet Zettelkasten and I didn't, actually make a multi six figure living on a super tiny niche. And then, for instance, I decided to just start teaching how to do that, right? Like there's no credibility there because I haven't done it myself and I haven't, so that's, something to think about is, yes, you want to pursue the opportunity, but you also want to have your eyes on the horizon for the meta opportunity as well. And, that's like the next phase that you're going to be transitioning into. And so, as you know, my mission is to create an army of independent writers, creators, and thinkers who make a hell of a living. We're going up against, the behemoth of Amazon that is just basically siloing and capturing all of your customers. And I'm saying, no, screw the big publishing houses, screw Amazon. You can crush it as an independent writer, creator, and thinker by going on the path yourself and working direct with your customers, which is what I'm doing. Anyway, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, that the meta opportunity is bigger than the actual opportunity. However, the paradox is you can't just skip the opportunity itself, if that makes sense. Anyway, hope that gives you some ideas, and I hope you always remember to stay crispy, my friend. Peace.